So, hi ladies, and welcome to the program. I thought I'm gonna do a little video to give you a bit of information about the program itself, why I'm doing that, what's the goal of it, and what I would like to see from you guys before we even start it in a couple of days' time. So, I'm very excited. There's 25 girls that signed up. And I think it's really good that there's so much interest and that you guys want to learn something and improve the way you exercise, the way you eat, the way you feel, and just feel better about yourself. So before I go in details on a daily kind of schedule and what I will post, I want to give you a bit of a background where the whole information is going to come from. So, we're all very busy, we work hard, we play hard, we have kids, we don't have kids, we're busy, we travel, or we're busy just running the household, and we all kind of want to find that balance. And that's what I've been always trying to find as well, since I've been working and having my family and having all my other hobbies. So I've actually started to do some studying, and I'm doing some courses. These courses are online, and they're all about the sports and nutrition. I have also a course that's called Holistic Nutrition, a course that's called Stress Management, and also a course called Neurolinguistic Programming. And all of these courses are really excited me to pass on that information really to everyone who's interested. Mainly because I want you guys to understand, what is nutrition about, what you should be eating, what's the way our body is built and how we consume the calories, why we need certain things, all about the weight and also how you mentally can balance yourself with the food you eat, the exercise you do, and mentally how you prepare yourself for those things. For me, it's been really an eye-opener because I do know a lot of things. I read up a lot of on these topics. I really have my genuine interest in that. But by reading the courses and doing my homework, I realized that there's so many things that actually I didn't know. And it's sometimes a common sense, but it also really opens my eyes to how go about my day and what I can do to feel better and manage, the stress that we have every day, the time constraints that we have every day to cook for ourselves, to exercise, and then to take care of ourselves. And I think the main important thing is really that we want to be happy. We want to be healthy, happy, and if we are, then obviously we are much better with our family, with the kids, with the job, and everything else. So the info you're going to get is not something that I made up. It is actually a proven courses. There will be certificates for me in that as well, and that means it's also what is written up and what I give you is validated by research and by scientists. Now, the goal itself for me for this type of program, so why am I doing that? It's really, I'd like to pass on that knowledge. I want you guys to learn something, and it's really just going to be a kickoff for something maybe much bigger for you as we go along through that. 30 days is not a lot, but it's something really to start you off to think about those things. And it's something that might help you to change your habits, to not necessarily lose a lot of weight or become the fittest person in the world and never stress again, but it's really giving you that insight and that kind of kickoff to further then work on that and maybe continue to look into the way you eat, you exercise, and how you manage your environment. Now, before I post something on the group, which you all joined, I'd like you to think, what are your goals and why you're following the program. Obviously, there's something you're looking for because you would like to participate. So I'd like to think about what is today that's bothering you. What is it that you are looking for in terms of answers? Is it more on the fitness side? Is that how you would like to exercise, what kind of exercise you should be using, how you should be doing those things, or is it more on the nutritional side, maybe any ideas for recipes, and also maybe how to manage such a stress, what kind of techniques and tools you can use. So what are your main 3 areas that you are struggling today? And then I also want you to think about your goals. So it's always good to have a goal, because if you don't have a goal that is really realistic, it's something that you can measure, it's something that you can see, then obviously when you follow in the program, sometimes if you don't set a goal, you don't really know where you're going. So I'd like you to think about that as well. So what would you like to achieve in those 30 days? Because if you have a set goal, then it will be much likelier that you are actually stick to the routine and then the ideas that I give you on a daily basis, and try to complete them. So think about it. Is it something you want to tone up a bit more? You want to learn some new habits for eating that you'd like to implement, or any other tools to relax, to de-stress, to feel better overall? And that I'd like you to write it up. You can also put it on a group, because we're going to be a close group of 25 people. I'm using that platform as well to exchange on information, but also that you can talk to each other, post ideas, post your feedback, and so on and so on. So if you're feeling like you'd like to post it, then please do. If you'd like to share it with the ladies who gonna follow as well, if you rather want to keep it to yourself, that's fine too. So just some ideas for me. For example, I always set goals. So I'm a really goals-oriented person, because if I don't set goals and some targets for myself, I will not stick to that. So I've done, for me, for example, these type of goals for this year. So it's until the end of the year, and it's really on my kind of physical training side. So some of the stretching activities I do that I haven't finished, and also some of my courses that I'm trying to finish by the end of the year. But what I did is I split it really. I did a description on the top. I did more like a monthly goal, and then obviously also like a weekly schedule. So what I want to do every day to continue to progress on my goals. And that really helps me to stick to those. Then I also have a little monthly schedule that I try to follow. Is that to say, did I do certain activities, certain days where I didn't do anything, and then how I follow to make sure I cover everything I want to do. It does need a bit of preparation, but just an idea. You can write down your goals also wherever you want, on a piece of paper, on the wall, or something like that. But it's good to have that. So I'm really excited to start it. I am going to post a little exercise schedule, similar what I used last year to do a monthly challenge, but I will modify the exercises slightly on the experience that I had from last year. And I'm also explain exactly how you should do those exercises on a normal version, maybe slightly modified, lighter version for some people that find it more difficult. And then I will be posting on a daily basis really the advice on the nutrition, some information from my courses that I'd like to share with you in a simplistic way, some good recipes that I use, some good guidance of how to get along through the day, and then also some other cool techniques to manage, and also just the knowledge about how we actually function and how we think about certain things that will help you to progress with your objectives that you're gonna set. So looking forward to that, and I will invite you to the group, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Thanks. Bye-bye.